Hey there, Fox fam. You want to learn about ShapeShift DAO's recent partnership with Coinbase Cloud? This is the video for you. But first, some info about the DAO's project known as FOXchain. So, what is FOXchain? Well, it's a Cosmos SDK-based proof-of-stake blockchain designed specifically to host the metadata of chains supported by the ShapeShift app. What this means for you is a resilient, censorship-resistant portal to all things DeFi. As with other proof-of-stake networks, Fox holders will be able to stake their tokens to help secure the network, as well as receive Fox rewards for doing so. The ShapeShift DAO envisions a borderless financial system built on open, decentralized protocols, so the deployment of FOXchain will mark a very important milestone towards achieving that goal. Due to the significance of the FOXchain project, the DAO's selection of an infrastructure service partner is particularly important. Of course, they are joining forces with Coinbase Cloud on this front. Coinbase Cloud, previously Bison Trails, acquired by Coinbase in 2020 for $80 million. Coinbase Cloud aspires to be a major competitor in the crypto infrastructure space. But we will let parties from both ShapeShift DAO and Coinbase Cloud speak to their partnership in greater detail by way of highlights from their recent AMA.
Really, what's important to understand is the overall mission of Coinbase is to increase economic freedom in the world and to help build the crypto economy. And really, on the cloud side, we want to empower the people out there, the organizations that are building crypto, right? So what we found is, like, despite the momentum and all of the efforts going into building the Web3 ecosystem, which has really been proliferating over the last few years, development is still pretty challenging. And, you know, developers and enterprises and DAOs really have a hard task ahead of them in terms of expertise and infrastructure needing to be built on and integrate with Web3. So really, like, when you're looking at all the different protocols, there's different nuances and considerations for all of these different protocols, and it makes it really hard to scale across multiple chains. So from our side on cloud, we really focus on managing and taking care of that infrastructure and dev tools perspective, and helping those out there that are building participate in Web3 and really focus on what they do best, which is building the products and services and experiences that are going to contribute to the future of Web3. When you are ready to launch mainnet, we'll do what we do best, right? Which is support mainnet by building, maintaining, and offering dedicated validator nodes, which is our participation product, as well as maintaining and offering full node services, which we call query and transact, to be generally available to all the builders out there that want to interact and participate in FOXchain. So high access or high availability RPC endpoints, validator nodes, and so on, so that the people out there that are building products and building services around FOXchain will have access to core infrastructure that they'll need to build that's secure and reliable. And we'll back that up with all of the things that people have come to associate Coinbase Cloud with.
And so we want to leverage all of the experience that we've had, really working with all the protocol teams that we've had, and using that to shape the future of FOXchain to the best that we can. And one other thing I would say is, on top of the participation product, which is validators, and the QT product, which is RPC infrastructure, we provide other services that are also more, I would say, more public goods focused. So we run seed nodes on certain Cosmos SDK networks, and we're always looking forward to building more protocol native functionality and features. And so, there's a lot of interesting things that are launching on the Cosmos ecosystem, like the Auth-Z model that got launched with the recent upgrade, and interchain accounts coming alive, where you can control another blockchain account from a different blockchain network. And so we're looking at all these forward-facing features, and we really encourage the community, and especially the community at FOXchain, to discuss about these things and see how Coinbase Cloud can better help support these protocol native features and really provide more utility on FOXchain.
Really, I can't think of a better partner than Coinbase Cloud to be working with us on this humble mission, and it's really great to see you guys pioneering alongside us on this. And it seems, I've noticed lately that it seems like Coinbase, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of signs that you guys are forward thinking, really embracing the decentralization movement, supporting public goods, supporting Web3 development. And I just love to see it. And I wanted to ask, is this the first time that Coinbase Cloud has made a proposal to a DAO? And if so, I would love to hear kind of what the process looked like for getting internal approval for this interesting approach. Because as many of you guys know, one of the challenges of DAOs is figuring out ways to come to a legal agreement with centralized corporations. And so I'm curious, was this the first time you guys have done a legal agreement with a DAO? And if so, can we share a little bit about what that looked like? Because I think it was a pretty interesting agreement that we came to, and it could be useful for other DAOs looking to come to agreements with centralized corporations.
I believe it is the first time that we have engaged directly in on-chain governance proposal without, having some kind of legal contract. I know we started this discussion months ago, and the internal discussion with all levels of the legal team, both at Coinbase Cloud and Coinbase at large. Everybody was involved in talking through this decision, and one of the things like you highlighted is there is a natural kind of disconnect between like a standard master services agreement with a DAO, right? And we wanted to be incredibly customer first. We wanted to think about how you all are trying to enable this and what you're trying to build, and didn't want to kind of constrain the DAO and our relationship to kind of the legacy way of doing business if it didn't make sense for you.
In the DAO community, DAO operators, DAO participants, and so on, like a common theme has always been the distrust of DAOs against working with centralized organizations, and also like the fact that oftentimes the stack is incompatible, right? So DAOs default to doing business, if you will, with DAOs, and that for many, like a wide array of use cases, could very well be the future. And in fact, like I think it will be, right? Because there's a lot of overhead that needs to be worked out otherwise. Props where props are due, which is to you guys for taking that leap of faith and pushing that partnership potential between ourselves and FOXchain and the ShapeShift DAO.
So a few weeks ago, when the FOXchain proposal was passed through governance, it outlined a two-phase approach for tackling FOXchain. The first phase was research and planning. The second phase was execution. So as far as next steps go, it'll be heavy on the research phase.
My understanding of what Coinbase Cloud is offering here in their proposal is really to act in a support arm. They're not taking any, direct ownership of the FOXchain, and even once it launches and they're running, one or multiple nodes, they will just be doing that permissionlessly, just like anyone else on the network. So they're not getting any sort of, privileged position in that way. And they don't have any, if they were to drop off and stop supporting the network once it's up.
The commitment is very much at will. We structured it that way strategically. And part of that is because we don't have any sort of MSA contract that really can be enforced against the DAO. And the DAO has no plans really, I think, or intentions to enforce anything against Coinbase Cloud. So the agreement is very much structured at will, where as long as ShapeShift is satisfied with the support we're getting from Coinbase Cloud, we will continue streaming Fox to them. And as long as Coinbase Cloud is satisfied and interested in continuing to support the development of FOXchain, they'll continue doing so, and we'll continue earning Fox.
So with that in mind, we want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Appreciate you tuning in here. If you want to get involved, make sure you head over to the ShapeShift Discord, link down below. Head over to the forum, link down below. There's Snapshot, of course, also link down below. Participate in governance if you're holding Fox tokens. I would love to hear from you, of course, in the comments down below as well. And we will be bringing you updates on the FOXchain project in general, the Coinbase Cloud partnership specifically in the future. So stay tuned, and we'll see all y'all Fox fam in that next video.